Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, how on a day? How on a day today? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you listen to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency, Oge Nkere. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Biafra, USB, His Excellency, ESN Ekpa Simon and Joko, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you. We appreciate you. We love you because we know in your hands, Biafra has come. In your hands, Biafra will be safe. And in your hands, none of Biafra has come. The people of Biafra will rejoice. When I say the people, I mean the men, the women, the children, the old, the young, the sick, the mild, the gentle, the civilized and the uncivilized. Those born in Biafra and those born in the bite of Biafra, we shall all come together under one voice, under one accord, under one union, under one government, and under one God. Under one government, under one government, under one government, and under one God. Biafrans, please remember that. Under one government and under one God. To scream for Hallelujah Day, the day that the God of Biafra has made. Fellow Biafrans, today, this morning, I say good morning, Ututuoma. Friday morning, I am yawning this morning. Today, I want you to know that the God of Biafra has done it. I don't have to mince my words. I don't have to beat about the bush. But it is only fair that you will hear it officially from the mouth of the Biafra government, USB, the United States of Biafra, under the leadership of Simon Ekpa and his deputy, Her Excellency, Dr. Ngozi Oruabueze. Fellow Biafrans, you need to know that all the plans of the enemies have been destroyed. They came from the left, they came from the right, they came from the up, they came from bottom, they came sideways, they came overboard, they came underboard, and even anywhere you can think about, through and through, they came to attack Simon Ekpa, to destroy the structure. They collaborated with Finland, with the EU, even with the Southeast politicians, with the members of IPOB who sold out to Nnamdi Kanu. They came, they prepared themselves, and they came to attack Simon Ekpa. We thank God that today, as the saying goes, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, the tunnel may have taken 7 months, 7 to 8 months of pure darkness. But our Prime Minister, His Excellency, Mazi Simon Ekpa, had to go all the way. He had to go all the way, my Lord. I want to thank God. I want to appreciate God for making this a reality. Biafrans, I say rejoice because we are back on track. Biafrans, I say rejoice because we are back on track. Today, I will show you two things. I will show you what those that said you should fall back, those that asked you to fall back to BRGIE. I will show you what they are going through now. See it for yourself. Their infighting, their implosion, their misunderstanding, and the quarrel in the house of the so-called fallback BRGIE. Not only that, I will show you something they made. An organogram of their BRGIE. An organogram. Organogram means the hierarchy of all the executives in the government of BRGIE. You will see what they did there. They placed Nnamdi Kanu at the top, above executive. And Simon Ekpa was placed in a position as Prime Minister, that it means he has no authority over some so-called executive board. Who are those in the executive board? Fellow Biafrans, you'll see that I will break it down towards the end of this video. But for now, I want you to please listen to what is going on in the so-called BRGIE. That place they said you should fall back. Where they said you should fall back, listen to what is happening there. It's good morning to you all, but please, lend me your ears. See how the cabinet of BRGIE, the CRC, they are fighting with their so-called acting prime minister. And today, they've fallen apart. They've broken up. They are in turmoil. They are in fight with the one they call Oge Nkere. Listen to what happened. Listen to what transpired. And it will blow your mind. If you're ready, let's go there. Watch this. Listen.
The emergency meeting that
he's in shock. He's in shock.
Let me go back to this.
He's in deep shock. The man you are seeing here is the CRC head, Ima Maduebo.
Apologies, sorry for the interruption. Yes, there was an incoming call. So,
he's in shock. Deep shock.
It's really very disturbing. I'm not nervous, but I'm just trying to
You are nervous?
let everybody know that what we are going to present to Biafrans today is something that we have been working on this for months. Because I know that some of us will be asking why now, why not before? Because a lot of things has happened already.
Listen.
But it's always better to do something about something that even if it's almost spoiled, you still do something about it and try to, correct it.
Listen.
Our house has been going through serious issues for the past almost 6 months now, because the whole thing started in February, actually, early February.
Listen.
So 6 months, 5 months, 5.5 months, we have been going through serious issue in the house.
Listen.
We thought we could resolve it just in the house without even bringing it to the cabinet. Just the advisory council. We tried everything, it didn't work out. It continued to deteriorate until somebody made it public.
Listen.
A member of the advisory committee made it public.
Listen.
And for some people who will like to blame CRC for not doing what we are doing now, for not doing it 2-3 months, before, please understand this. What you don't know is bigger than you.
Okay.
What we always do is we try to repair things inside the house. We don't bring it out.
In-house.
Because,
Tension.
excuse me, sorry. Let me shut down my phone.
Tension.
I'm sorry. Okay. So we always try to address issues without coming public, without coming to tell Biafrans. Because in every house, there is always a dispute, there is always misunderstanding, but you don't bring it out.
Listen.
To the whole Biafrans or the whole world. First, you try to, settle it amicably within the house. If it doesn't work, then we can take a step further. That's why we are here today. What we are going to present to you today, some of you, if you are surprised, please don't feel disappointed that we didn't do it before, because some of you will say, oh, a lot of things has, gone astray. No. So
listen.
The issue of calling this meeting a joint meeting of CRC, BSC, and cabinet is to let you people know that our APM has been suspended by the CRC.
Boom. The reason for calling this meeting, he was beating about all the bush all this while. But now he has landed that the reason for calling this meeting is to let people know that their APM, oh my God, their APM, a person they made to be their APM 6 months ago or so, has been suspended. They have suspended their APM. Their acting prime minister. APM means acting prime minister. In the name of Oge Nkere, Isaiah Anyogo. Let's continue. Follow me on this one. Follow me, please.
Because we have tried everything possible to let him know that Biafrans are not happy with him. To let him know that Biafrans are not happy with him.
Okay.
That Biafrans are complaining. We use every kind, all languages, anywhere, the way we all of us in the BSC, the advisory council, we tried every step. From February till now, we have been trying every week. Sometimes we call extra emergency meeting. He wouldn't even come. So we tried. At the end, the only solution is to suspend him.
Boom.
Because he destroying what we all have suffered. Many of us, we have suffered a lot to bring this, the Biafra struggle to where we are today. And one man cannot just come.
Hold on there, calm down. He said because he has destroyed what they suffered to build. This is the nonsense Obatobi will come and see for himself. Perhaps right now he's saying it. I will not go deeper on that. But this is the mess they've created because they went against the structure of Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa was all wise, where he laid down a structure to be headed by Dr. Ngozi, the chief of staff. Not only that, he made her the surrogate and the one they told to protect the mandate. But these men here called the CRC that were suspended by Dr. Ngozi in the cabinet. CRC was suspended. But Oge Nkere rose them back up. Like Lazarus, they were rose from the dead. He rose them up. They were raised from the dead. In a better English, he rose them up. And today, they've not taken away Oge. He has been suspended as the acting prime minister. And now they are coming with a so-called structure, which I will show to you towards the end of this video. So let's take it back and hear what he said very, very well. Listen.
Try. At the end, the only solution is to suspend him. Because he destroying what we all have suffered. Many of us, we have suffered a lot to bring this, the Biafra struggle to where we are today.
Listen.
And one man cannot just come because he wants everything. He wants to control everything. In a government, he wants to be in control of everything. And we try to explain
to him. Dear Mr. Man, he wants to control everything. But you all told us to fall back. You told us to fall back to a structure where one man was controlling all the power in a government. But you told us to fall back. You asked us to fall back. It was you that made him the acting prime minister when he was still holding the position of a finance minister. And afterwards, you asked us to fall back. So the blame is on you. You guys, you went rogue. The blame is on you, not on Oge Nkere. You were the one that conferred upon him the role of the acting prime minister in your rogued organization. Because normally, before you confer such a position on him, you will tell him to step down, step aside, recuse himself from the role of the so-called finance minister before he can now be given a new position as the acting prime minister. But you guys were thinking with your anus. You were thinking with your ass. You were putting the cart before the horse. You guys were not smart enough to understand how government works. That you allow somebody who is the finance minister to still be with his position as a finance minister, and you made him the acting prime minister, and now you want to blame him for having all those power. No, the blame is on you. The blame is on the CRC. Because you are operating on a rogue mission. You are on your own. And today, all what you have done now, don't fall for on a head, yakata. You asked 80 million Biafrans to fall back to this nonsense. Simon Ekpa must hear this one. Simon Ekpa must hear this one. Oba Tobie, this is what has been happening in your absence. Oba Tobie, this has been going on in your absence. Let's continue. Take it back and listen.
This, the Biafra struggle to where we are today. And one man cannot just come because he wants everything. He wants to control everything in a government. He wants to be in control of everything. And we try to explain to him, this is not a private business. This is not a family business. This is a government. But our APM, Honorable Oge Nkere, refused to listen.
Honorable, you still calling him honorable. You advised him, this is not a private business. This is not a family business. But he still refused to answer. My God. Hi. In the BRGIE, in the fallback. In the fallback. You see, when we say we need those with capability, ability to lead, you guys don't understand. Simon Ekpa knew this would happen, hence he came with a structure. He laid down a structure. Here in the Western world, they don't have two heads, so all they do is follow what? Structure, framework, guideline, guidance, and policies. In the Western world here, why they do well is because they believe in applying a structure, using a framework, following a guidance, a guideline, and policies. That's why they don't go wrong. When you follow the scope within the framework, it means you are contained within that framework. You cannot go beyond the framework. Going beyond the framework, it means you are in breach of the policy, because the policy is tied to the framework, or the framework is tied to the policies. The guidelines they give to you, they are tied to the policies. The guidance, they are tied to the policy of the country, of the government, of the organization. So the moment you want to stray even an inch away from the structure, you are breaching the law. For example, nobody can have two positions. Even Simon Ekpa did not deal with finance when he was the prime minister. According to the structure, the next after Simon Ekpa is Dr. Ngozi, the chief of staff, and she suspended your organization. She suspended your team, your committee known as CRC, the Conflict Resolution Council. Your council was suspended by Dr. Ngozi until the return of Simon Ekpa. That was wisdom. But you guys went against the structure. You went against the policy, and you disobeyed the chief of staff for suspending your organization until the return of Simon Ekpa. So please, miss me with all this bullshit, all this cry, all this lamentation. It is too late. You can cry me a river if you want. It is too late, because you guys are you are doing things against the structure, against the guidelines, against the scope, against the policy of Biafra. a newly redeclared country. You said we have not declared a country. You and Elias Garasolis and Amir Dabiri, you said we have not redeclared a country. You went against the structure. Imam Abu, your team, your so-called CRC that was suspended, you went rogue. You went against the structure of Simon Ekpa. Let's continue. Take it back and listen.
Control everything. In a government, he wants to be in control everything. And we try to explain to him, this is not a private business. This is not a family business. This is a government. But our APM, Honorable Oge Nkere, refused to listen. Instead, what he was doing from that February to today is calling people and trying to tell them lies. I know many people he called, telling them lies just for them to sympathize with him.
Listen.
Instead of listening to the advices from the members of the council, he refused. He even accused the council that the council that doesn't trust all of them. He said in his own words, let me put it correct the way he said it.
Listen.
When the last time I spoke with him, not the last time actually, before the whole thing went public, he told me that the 9 members of the 90% of the council that they are not honest. That he doesn't trust them. 90%. And then when I brought this issue to the house, let him come and explain why. He said that they should ask me. In other words, he wanted to deny it, but his action shows that he said exactly that 90%. Later he even said that they are saboteurs. He called 90% saboteurs. When I called him, because each time we tried, I always tell the house, when it gets to a level that everybody is already, of course, getting to 200-300 degrees to explode, I said, please, I shut the meeting 2 times, council meeting 2 times because of our APM. And the members of the council, they were not happy, of course, but I shut the meeting that because let us not explode, because many people were angry. I told him, look, let me talk to him, please. I tried talking to each time until the last time I spoke with him, and then he started, insulting me, so I couldn't take it.
Hold it there. Can you see the government? Ada Diolama, Ada No. All of them were saying fall back. That Simon Ekpa called them. Simon Ekpa Zeremozi. Can the Biafra fall back to BRGIE? Fall back into a burning house. That they had to shut their meeting twice. They imposed somebody to be their acting prime minister, and he went AWOL. He went agog. He went crazy. He stopped listening or speaking to any of them. He was insulting them. He called them saboteur. But the structure of Simon Ekpa that was laid down made sure that in the absence of Simon Ekpa, there is someone known as the chief of staff that will step into the role of the deputy prime minister. And that person was the one that went to Finland to help the Biafrans to redeclare Biafra. That person is no other than Dr. Ngozi. But these people, they fought against the structure of Simon Ekpa that has been solid as a rock. They went to war against the structure of Simon Ekpa to impose on the 80 million Biafrans Oge Nkere. But today they are crying. Today they are crying about Oge Nkere. That he has turned Biafra business. He has turned Biafra into a business. Into a family business. Into an Omona business. Where every Tom, Dick, and Harry can come in here, they pay them some money, take some money, and you keep quiet. Where the media warriors, they are fattening their account with the blood of the Biafrans. Those in the media are being paid money. They call it Nigerian money, Biafra money, according to Ada Diolama. Now you understand why I played that video over and over and over again. That Oge Nkere was giving them allegedly Biafra money or Nigeria money because Nigeria wants to buy everybody. This was coming out from the dirty, stinking, rotten mouth of Ada Diolama. a woman you all love to love. An idiot, an imbecile, a woman with mental health, a broken woman, a woman that functions with alcohol. She's a functioning alcoholic. Angonoma, Onyangonoma is the one you listen to. She told us, Simon Ekpa said we should fall back. And suddenly you all fell back to this nonsense. You fell into a burning house. To the Biafrans who fell back, I say shame on you all. Make shame Katrina. That's why I said it, that going forward, we only want the intellectuals, the educated intellectuals with knowledge to be the ones to run the affairs of Biafra. And Simon Ekpa, when he returns, he's the boss, he's the prime minister, he'll be the one to navigate this movement. Unfortunately, people like this, they've set the movement back by 1 or 2 years with their actions and inactions being suspended, and they came back to make Oge Nkere the acting prime minister, and today they are crying about Oge Nkere. They've set back the movement, but we thank God that Dr. Ngozi Rabeze, she has done her best. But as the saying goes, it is easier to break down a house than to rebuild it. It might take you 30 minutes to break down a 200-story building, but it might take you 10 years to rebuild it. So the actions of these people called the CRC, the Conflict Resolution Council, bunch of imbeciles, animals, using the affairs of Biafra like a family business. They made a stark illiterate, somebody who is selling spare parts, they made him their acting prime minister, and today he is doing what he should do, being an illiterate, and they are angry with him. Monkey see, monkey do. If you give them a monkey the job of a doctor, when the monkey goes there, he will do a monkey business. He will act the way a monkey should act. Don't blame the monkey. Blame the animals that made the monkey a doctor. Don't blame Oge Nkere. No. Don't blame him. Blame these idiots that made him their acting prime minister. And they told us to fall back. They told somebody like me, an intellectual, a man who has spent more than 30 years of my life studying. I've been studying for more than 30 years of my life. And you expect me to fall and bow down to an illiterate, a stark illiterate, to be my acting prime minister? To fiakwa. Miss me with that nonsense. That's the problem. You guys don't have standards. You made a spare part dealer in America. Somebody that cut cars. You made him your acting prime minister, and now you are angry because he is showing you his level of intellect. He's operating at a level I expect a spare part dealer to be operating when you make them a acting prime minister or whatever. I don't blame him. In fact, I will make a video where I will say I don't blame Oge Nkere. That will be the next video. I don't blame Oge Nkere. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. I don't blame Oge Nkere. As my mother used to say, who carry monkey come Lagos? I was telling you guys way back. My mother used to, when somebody is, operating at a very low level, if their capability is low in handling a job, my mother would say, now who carry monkey come Lagos? Who carry monkey come Lagos? Now I understand it now. So now you guys, you are angry that Oge Nkere has turned the government of BRGIE as a prime minister. He has turned it to a family business, a private business. He insults you all. He calls you saboteurs. He said 90% of you are criminals. He don't respect you. You have to stop the meeting twice. That's because the person who is leading you does not have the capacity, the ability to lead. The capability to lead, they don't have it. So what do you expect? He's not Jesus. He cannot walk on water. He can't turn water to wine. He ain't Jesus. Monkey see, monkey do. My next video will be Oge Nkere is not to be blamed. I don't blame Oge Nkere. Next video, and I will put all the pictures of those animals that messed up. They dropped the ball at the 11th hour. We went to Finland to redeclare Biafra, and these animals came and they messed up everything. They messed up everything. They set us back. And now they want to blame a stark illiterate for not doing the job, for seeing Biafra as a family business, for controlling all the money, all the wealth coming to the coffers of their BRGIE. Their so-called BRGIE. Fall back. Make shame the Katrina. Those that said fall back, make shame the Katrina. Take it back, I beg, and I'll break it down.
Members of the council, they were not happy, of course, but I showed the meeting that because let us not explode, because many people were angry. I told him, look, let me talk to him, please. I tried talking to each time until the last time I spoke with him, and then he started, insulting me, so I couldn't take it. And then, of course, I responded. And then the next meeting, he didn't come again until quite recently when Sonia Ekpa decided to go live and tell the whole world that the BAC, Biafra Advisory Council, is not respecting our APM, and that's how everybody knew about it, and people started, of course, complaining. So CRC had to move in. We tried immediately. We called emergency meeting. And after emergency meeting and the last meeting, we invited him. And then that was the first time that APM spoke to us with respect. Okay. The first time.
Okay.
The last meeting we had with him, the CRC. And that meeting, until that meeting ended, all of us, I repeated it over and over. I said, APM, this is the first time you are talking to us with respect, and we are going to respond the same way. And we responded we had a very good meeting. Until towards the end of the meeting, he went back to his original Oge Nkere.
Now.
I said, okay, now you are going back to your real person. We are going to, adjourn the meeting. Before I could say that, you even left. And then, of course, what we agreed, we put it in writing, we put it in memo, and sent out to the public. First of all, to the House, and then, of course, our media took it to the public. So it's public. I'm sure everybody must have seen it.
It is public now, but you were hiding it all this while. Since February, you've been hiding it. You were not being proactive. You were being reactive. You were hiding it. Praying to God, praying to Jesus that Oge would change his mind. Respect to Sonia Ekpa for bringing it out. You see me, I call a spade though. As they say, we don't treat cancer, we caught it. But you guys were trying to treat cancer. You were hiding the patients since February. You hid the patients, giving them the cancer treatment, hoping and praying that they beat the cancer. Until Sonia Ekpa came out and exposed it to the public. And now you came out and said, oh, we are not having a meeting. We have this. He's now been suspended. You bunch of cowards. You have set this movement back by a year or two, but I'm glad Oba Tobie is now watching this video. I said it. Oba Tobie is now watching this video because I know what's happening right now in Finland as we speak. I will not be the one to break the news until it is right, but Oba Tobie is watching this video as we speak. So to the naysayers who are saying, oh, yeah, fall back. Fall back to what? You've seen it before your eyes now. You've seen it before your eyes. Those that fell back under 4 months, look at what is happening. In less than 4 months. Fall back. Yes, I'm wasting my time. You're wasting my time, man. God have mercy. Take it back and listen, I beg.
I could say that you even left. And then, of course, what we agreed, we put it in writing, we put it in memo, and sent out to the public. First of all, to the House, and then, of course, our media took it to the public. So it's public. I'm sure everybody must have seen it. So, considering all these things, I don't want to go, it's a long story because, like I said, this thing started almost 6 months ago. And we've been trying to fix it. We couldn't. Because every time, even the main issue about the account, there was a time we all agreed, including Oge, the APM himself, including him. He agreed that we must have a new account because the main problem here is account. Even though he's adding other things that we are not respecting him, forgetting that first of all, you have to respect yourself, respect others for them to pay you back. But he has no respect for anybody. He said it over and over to me that he is APM, therefore everybody must respect him.
Okay.
But you are APM, you want everybody to respect you, but you don't want to respect anybody. Biafrans, try to balance this in. Is it okay? Analyze it yourself. Now, when we had the meeting, the last meeting we had with him, and of course we made public our resolution, he even went to a live broadcast and denied having a meeting with us, that he never had any meeting with us. I got that information. People called me and say, oh, I thought you had meeting with the APM. I said, of course we had meeting. It's on record. The meeting was recorded. We can put it to the public. But he was denying it. But of course, CRC have already decided, considering so many things that he has committed, so many things, that if not the situation that we found ourselves with the one after the convention, we should have suspended him a long time. Okay. But we said no. We want to show Biafran that we are mature, we can handle issues. But he never wanted that. For him, he is not committed to change at all. He doesn't want anything change. It's not in his dictionary. He doesn't want to change. He wants everything he said, you must accept it. And that will not work in a government. That your APM doesn't mean you must everything. What your opinion will override the opinion of the majority of the council. It won't work. So this is why some of these things we are going to read the resolution from CRC and his suspension. We read it out for you people, for the cabinet to hear and have some of the, we have summarized most of the issues, most of the problems we had with him, most of the things he committed that earned him this suspension. He earned even more than that. We should have gone far more than that. But we said, let us start, if he can, within this period of the suspension, behave and apologize to Biafrans, especially to the government, and those people, he spoiled their names, because he was calling everybody, destroying people's name. People that didn't do anything wrong, simply because they said their opinion, their mind, what they think is good for Biafra to move forward, for the government to move forward. He turned it upside down and started using it to blackmail people. So these people, for him, now after serving the suspension, he will have to apologize to these people.
Hold it there. You see, you're talking about apology, not even about the policy of what they were doing. I keep saying this, when you are working in a government institution, you are not there to be their friend. No, you are colleagues. You are there to do a job, a contract. You are tied to a contract. You've got goals. You've got, milestones to meet. It's when someone is not meeting those milestones, those targets, that's when you pull them and say they're not doing their job. If it's insult or whatever, you take them somewhere else to go and deal with that. But here he's talking about, oh, you insult me, insult that. You are suspended because you insult me. If he comes to apologize, he will become the APM again. This is how this would think. How shallow they think. In a country, they come and apologize, and you are back to become the APM, to control the finance, to control the military, to control the defense, and be the acting prime minister. You told us to fall back to that nonsense. Fellow Biafrans, I'll leave it here. Part 2 will be where I'll show you the new structure of these guys, where they've now placed Simon Ekpa in a position where he's below the so-called executive board. There is a president, there is executive, there is executive board, and there is prime minister. Then below prime minister, you have all the ministers. It means people are above him. This is the game they want to play. This is the game they want to play to Obatobie. I am a disciple of Simon Ekpa. It will not work. This man has sweat, put his tears, blood in this movement. You will not succeed to destroy his good job. Obatobie, please take your time and watch all the videos. From, I would say, way back November. way back from November last year. Watch everything while you were away. You will see how we're together in one voice, in one union. Then when we were going for the convention, there was in-house fighting. We didn't know about it, but suddenly after the convention, there was a breakout, a breakaway. A coup took place. Your chief of staff was attacked by everybody. And suddenly, they came and said we should fall back to BRGIE. When we have redeclared the country, they said we should fall back to BRGIE. But today, those that said we should fall back to BRGIE 4 months after, look at what they are doing now. They are crying, they are wailing, they are crying about their acting prime minister, a man who is the finance minister, a man who is the defense minister, a man who is the same person as the acting prime minister. So when it comes to the funding, he is the one that holds the fund, he is the one that disburses the fund, he is the one that gives account to himself of how much he has funded or how much he has spent. He justifies himself for spending what he spends for the men on ground, according to them, to buy the granite, to buy the flashlight, to buy the torchlight. Nobody asks him how much he has spent. He gives no account to anybody. That's a structure they ask us to fall back to. Obatobi. You know, men like us, we are intellectuals. We have studied, we have gone through the 4 walls of the university over and over and over and over again. I am somebody that I came to this movement, Biafra, to give my people the best, to make sure when Biafra is being implemented, it will be the darling of Africa, that the whole world will marvel. It will become the 7th or the 9th wonder of the world. Not a place where spare part men are coming to do trade. Umunna. Where those in the media, they are illiterates. They are doing tribalism, Igboism in the media. Obatobie, please take your time. Don't rush in this one. Don't rush. Take your time. Go through the whole videos. It may take weeks. It may take months. I understand that. But when you are ready, get the whole full information. Check my communication as well. You know how we interact, Obatobie. Check my diary. I kept a diary, a first-hand account of at least a good capture of what has been happening all this while. Go through them and you be the judge. Obatobi, no. God bless you. Welcome back. Fellow Biafrans, I'll leave it here. From me, from here, for now, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain yours truly, Biafra, Superstars Media. God bless you.
So, we are in a very, very dangerous stage. I say very dangerous stage in this trouble, everyone, instead of taking the negative side. Like I've said, a lot of things have gone wrong, which could have propelled suspension of many people here. This Biafra to come. So do not think that you are in a position where you can now control the media and you can do anyhow with any staff appointed by the government, including yourself. Do not think that you are in a position where you can now control the media and you can do anyhow with any staff appointed by the government, including yourself. You are in a position where you can now control the media and you can do anyhow with any staff appointed by the government, including yourself. So this particular one is going to you directly. You must respect the other authorities in this government as a minister of communication. As a minister of communication. And that has happened. So that has happened severally. You know that in the space, for example,
If we are in a program and the COS is in charge, that's you are just telling us now. You never told us all this before, and we are just hearing it now, and we accept it now that we have had it. If we are in a program and the COS is in charge, that's you are just telling us now. You never told us all this before, and we are just hearing it now, And we accept it now that we have had it. Program. And the COS is in charge. That's, you are just telling us now. You never told us all this before, and we are just hearing it now. And we accept it now that we have had it. Now, if the COS is to shut down the program based on the program that they had at hand, we the media team think so. We have other things.
Was my people, 46 people here. I have never had any cabal with anybody. People, 46 people here. I have never had any cabal with anybody. Greeting, how did this thing become evil? That you are not calling my name 100 times.
Now let me tell you that the COS never called me about you. The comment I made now was the comment that I made because of this message you sent. And I did not have the time to read everything everybody wrote there. You know, I saw Nena, I saw Ruby, The only person I read. One thing is that listen, COS did not call me.
I am not happy. PM, I'm not happy with you.
All right.
You have biased me.
All right. If you're not happy with me, you can go. If you're not happy with me, I'll just apologize.
I will not go because this agitation is not for anybody.
All right. So
for my children and my grandchildren. I'm happy. PM, I'm not happy with you.
All right.
I am not happy. PM, I'm not happy with you.
All right.
You have biased me.
All right. If you're not happy with me, you can go. If you're not happy with me, I'll just apologize.
I will not go because this agitation is not for anybody.
All right. So
for my children and my grandchildren.
Right?
You push me up.
Members don't have this opportunity to talk to themselves. How will issues be clarified? I have no cabat, and I did not call anybody to put me up to write anything. Be clarified. I have no cabat. 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 And I did not call anybody to put me up to write anything. I have no cabat. And I did not call anybody to put me up to write anything.